Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I am here tonight with another sit-down conversation. Guys, you guys will not believe this. This is my second time recording this video. I did this video, a 10-minute video, just a little while ago, guys. The entire video was blurred. So I had to put my glasses on so that I could see to make sure that this was not blurred. That's what happens when you get older and you got aging eyes. I need these reading glasses to be able to see up close because I'm looking at my camera in the viewfinder and it was looking fine to me. But when I actually uploaded my video, guys, the entire video was just completely blurred from beginning to the end. Sometimes it starts out and then it'll clear up, but it didn't. So I'm doing the video over. Anyway, TGIF, it is Friday and I am just in tonight, guys. It has been a very chilly evening today. It was actually cold all day long. It's like spring has not come. Spring is not here. It's like winter. It's like punching to keep its stance. It don't want to leave, but we know that this is that time of the year where the weather's kind of unpredictable and got rain and all this craziness, up and down temperatures. But once everything starts to bloom and look beautiful, we're like happy. Because I guess in just a couple of months, we'll be complaining about it being too hot. So we're just going to take what Mother Nature has to give us. But tonight, I want to talk about relationships again. I want to get back into talking about something that has actually touched my heart this week. And I'm not going to get too deep into it because I don't know if any of my friends view my videos, and I don't want to really be, really put anybody's business out. But I want to talk about giving what you want to receive. And that's pretty much going to be my topic about this relationship. Because, you would think as people get older, guys, that things would change in your life and you get to a point in your life where you want to settle down and you want to have something that is meaningful to you. And it's very disturbing to me that even at the age that I am, over 50, that you still have people that are selfish in relationships and where they really want to receive, but they're not willing to give what they receive. There was a saying out there: if you don't have good intentions with someone, then don't disturb their peace. You never know where a person may be in their life and what they're looking for. And if you're not able to be that person or be able to give something of substance, then don't disturb the peace that that person has found in their life. It's very disturbing to me when I see people do that and they don't care about, what it may be doing to someone else, And I'm trying to help a friend who's going through a difficult breakup and realizing that they didn't know the person they were involved with. Guys, there's so many people out there in this world that live in life carefree, free spirit, not interested in commitment. And why don't people find those people to have relationships with? Why do they always gravitate toward people who want to be in committed relationships, who are trying to be established and settled and looking for something long term or, something that they can really commit to? Why people want to gravitate toward those types of people instead of people who are like them? It was a post out on Facebook and it talked about a man having a daughter and it said, imagine your daughter dating you. Would you mind? And that was a very, I think, very profound statement because it gives men an opportunity to put themselves in the place of, another man. Because you're looking at the fact that the person that you're presenting yourself to be and the way that you're treating women in the street, what if you were that man that approached your daughter? Would that be okay? And I think a lot of times that if men thought like that, that light bulb will go off, because men that truly love their daughters do not want their daughters to be mistreated by anyone. So you wouldn't want your daughter to be mistreated by another man. So why would you mistreat another woman because she is someone's daughter? And it's just heartbreaking, and I'm really just trying to be a support system. And guys, I think that is probably why I have stayed single for so long, because when you think about putting yourself in that type of situation, when you have protected your heart for so many years, you know, being in peace, living your life, and just being happy with where you are, when you get into a relationship, you have to be open. You got to open your heart and allow love to find you, allow love to flow in. And sometimes that can be very scary because you never know what you're going to meet. You know, you never know who this person is. And I think communication is one of the biggest issues in relationships going, because people don't really know what they want a lot of times, or people don't know how to communicate to people what they stand for and what they will and won't tolerate. And that's one of the things that I had to learn in this long time that I have been single, is learning how to be okay with saying what I want and what I don't want, and allowing that person to make a decision to stay or leave. You know, making a choice to be celibate is not something that is popular, you know, because most times you're going to meet people who want to be intimate. And there's nothing wrong with people wanting that, because God gave us those desires. But with me deciding to want to live according to his will, I wanted to live it completely, the best way I can. That's not saying that I don't make mistakes and that I wouldn't, you know, mess up and do something that is contrary to God's will. But when you make a conscious decision to try to live your life in the will and the way of God, then that is a part of it. So that has actually probably worked against me when it came to relationships, which I'm okay with that, because I feel like that I'm worth waiting for. So I feel like that if a man wants to be with me and we're on the same page, then eventually the ultimate prize would be that we will come together and we will be able to express our love to each other in an intimate way. And I don't date just for the sake of, you know, dating as far as a relationship is concerned. Going out on a date in a social setting just for dinner or for a movie is one thing, but when you're dating to see where a relationship is going to progress to, is a totally different situation. So if a guy makes a decision to date me, knowing my status, that's because he knows that we're looking to work towards something. We're trying to see if we can move towards something. Because I don't think a friendly dinner date and a movie date has to matter if I'm celibate. Just my thoughts. So I just feel that everybody that you meet in your life is going to bring something to you. It's going to be a lesson that you're going to learn. Sometimes they're painful lessons. Sometimes you're the teacher. Sometimes you're going to give something to someone that they may not fully receive until later in life, when they think back on things that they've done or people they've hurt. But everything and every person who life's cross is a purpose behind that. To say it's not would be to say that God made mistakes in bringing people together. And I truly don't believe that he has. I believe that every path that crosses yours is meant for divine purpose. Sometimes it's a very, very painful revelation to realize that someone that you invested in is not the person for you. Sometimes you got to fall down and you got to cry and scream. Sometimes you got to hurt and be bitter. Sometimes you're going to go down a dark road and into a dark tunnel. And sometimes you're going to be lost for a minute to find your way. But I think through those periods of isolation and darkness and famine, I think that you find yourself. I think you learn. I think you grow. So sometimes it's necessary. And when you come out on the other side or come out of that tunnel and the sun is bright, I think you're a better person for it. And I know God has took me through that time of famine and that time of darkness. And I truly know who I am. And now that I'm in a place where I'm ready to embark on a relationship, you know, sometimes I'm very protective of my heart. And I think it takes someone to be very patient with me to understand that I took a hiatus of 7 years to really focus on who I am and what I want and desire in my life. And I don't have time for that. I don't have time for people who want to disturb my peace, that has no great intentions. You know, people need to seek out those fun-loving, free spirit people who just want to live life, and it doesn't matter to them who you're dating or whatever. You know, just treat people the way that you want to be treated. That is my motto. If you want good things, give good things. You want to receive good things, give out good things. Because why do you deserve to receive if you're not willing to give? In this world, it can be so selfish, and people want everything in life, but they're not willing to give it. But if you want real love, you got to be able to give real love. If you want respect, you got to be able to give respect. And that's just the bottom line. You got to be able to give what you want to receive in life. So I just challenge everybody to think about that when you're embarking on relationships, when you're going out and you're meeting people. Think about your purpose behind it. If you're only having a good time, then find someone who only wants to have a good time. If this person expresses to you their desire to be in a committed relationship, to find love, and if you're not there, don't disturb their peace. Don't disturb their peace. Allow them to have a life that can be able to receive the love that they're willing to give to someone else. That's my message today. You know, this world is going to have to change at some point. We're going to have to learn the lesson about love. That's what it all comes down to. We're going to have to learn this lesson. And if you're going to ever be able to receive the abundance, you know, blessings that God has for you, you're going to have to be able to understand that it comes with you being able to give that in a selfless way. And so that is all I have today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday, TGIF. It's a good weekend. I'm going to do my Netflix and chill tonight. Don't think I'm going to get out here and do too much. I think I'm going to meet some friends later on and just have some girl time and some talks. But I'm just going to relax today and see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow will bring a little bit more sunshine and fun, you know. So hope you guys are having a good day. As I said before, guys, I'm coming up with some new content. I've been really tired lately. I hadn't been able to sit down and actually develop some videos of some of the things that I have, my ideas that I have written down, because I keep a journal now, things that I want to do in my life and things I want to talk about. Y'all know I love sharing with you guys. I love opening my life and my heart to you guys. That is part of my purpose. So until next time, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in the next video. You all have a great weekend. Peace and love. Bye, guys.